guys, welcome back to Kahaniyas, and today I'll be talking about Is Love Enough, Sir? Now, this movie was released in 2018 at the Cannes Film Festival, and after that, it was theatrically released all over Europe, but it took them 2 years to release it in India. I don't know why, but I'm just happy that now it is available on Netflix, and you guys should go and watch this film. Now, this movie, as it's very clear from the title, talks about two people from different classes, different social stratas coming together and falling in love. But the story isn't as simple as the plot reads out. Ratna, the maid, is played by Tilottama Shom, who has done a brilliant job and has done full justice to her character. The other character is played by Vivek Gombar. If you guys have seen A Suitable Boy, Vivek played the role of elder brother of Mala, and he was obnoxious in that show, but he has done an excellent performance and an excellent job in this film. Now, this film revolves around how a maid and the owner of the house fall in love. A lot of films, even in the past, have been made on this whole concept of two people from extremely different stratas try to fall in love and how society objectifies it or try to besmirch their love. The one of the recent examples, or the only example that is popping up in my head right now, is Zoya Akhtar's take on the maid and owner of the house falling in love. Well, that was from a point of view of lust. This movie is deeply rooted and comes from the fact of partnership and love. You see how Ratna the maid and Ashwini, the character of Ashwini, is very closed, is very enclosed. He does not talk to a lot of people. He's heartbroken. He's grappling with with his heartbreak, that how on the day of his wedding he finds out that his fiancée was cheating on him and he leaves the wedding there. That was very heartbroken, very sad, and Ratna is shown as a very submissive person. The only dialogues till the first half of the movie that are shared between these two are sir आप क्या लेंगे खाने में and sir आपके लिए क्या बना हुआ आज sir खाना रख दिया है. That is all they talk about. There's nothing, they are not talking too much. That is what you really expect, you know, from such a relationship. Even when it comes to a woman, you can still see that how women are more chatty with the house help, but you never see a man being very chatty with the house help. So even in this film, you see a very safe and very respectful distance between both of these people. Till the first half, I couldn't actually understand that how will they fall in love, because there are no cues in the line. It's not like he sees her sleeping or they exchange glances or she's saying something extremely motivating that helps him to come out of his fears. There's nothing like that. There are no cues of them falling in love. All you see is a woman taking care of the house and taking care of his owner, the needs of his owner, and you will see the owner just being in oblivion of the fact that she is existing. It's just that he does not know. He goes to the office, he leaves his house in a mess, he comes back, he sees his house clean, he's being served all the dishes and meals all the time. That is it. Other than that, they have no relation. But by the second half, you see how they start to form a relationship, how that man starts to open up to Ratna, how he talks about his pains. Basically, they become confidant of each other, and that is what leads to love. It is not lusty or it's nothing. It's just how it basically a friendship that is shown, a beautiful friendship brewing will be more appropriate to say, and that is what leads to their love. Now, the chemistry of these characters, it is electrifying and it is just extremely beautiful. Since they had so much of distance between them in all the scenes, that is what made me covet that they came closer, because there's no only in one scene where you see them kissing is the only time their bodies are this close. Other than that, they are just far away, physically far away. But here is Ratna, who's a widow. She was 19 when she was widowed, and after that, how her family members have discriminated her or have blamed her for her husband's death. You see, she has gone through a lot of trauma, yet she puts up a smile on her face. Then her character is very independent and headstrong. You see how Ratna works at Ashwini's place, but she still has a desire. She does not want to spend all of her life being a maid. She wants to come out of this cycle. Her dream is to become a designer. There's a very heartbreaking yet a very, very brutally honest scene where, so whenever Ratna used to go back to Ashwini's house to work, her bus used to go from a corner, and at that corner was a shop of a designer, and she used to look at that shop all the time. And then she gets a chance one day and she enters that shop. Now that designer store is beautiful, and you can instantly see how she does not fit in it. You can see it is a prejudice and it's in our blood. You can't help it. You can spot that, somehow it's uncomfortable for her. He doesn't fit in the scene. And as soon as the owner of the store comes in, that woman shoos Ratna away, and Ratna gets heartbroken. The say in the following scene, you see how Ratna opens up about it to Ashwini. How she tells him that मेरे को एक fashion designer बनना है. He mockingly says कि बड़ा सपना है कि you want to be a fashion designer, because he couldn't understand the fact that small people can have big dreams, and in reality nobody is a small person. That is what this movie really showed through Ratna's character, that anybody can dream. And in the next scene Ashwini says that हर किसी को सपने देखने का हक है और उनको पूरा करने का भी. Now, other than that, once the love starts to brew between both of these people, that's when the story really tugs at my heart and becomes a very inspirational story, is because Ratna takes a back foot. It takes a back step. Now, usually in these romantic films, you see how women are very coy and complacent with their lovers. इस movie में once Ratna and Ashwini kiss, it's Ratna who says कि I cannot be with you. मेरे को अपनी इमेज की परवाह है. मुझे नहीं, I don't want people to be talking behind my back or besmirching my reputation. Those are big words to be said. I've never seen a woman say that to her lover before. And here is Ratna, a very strong woman who agrees to the fact कि मुझे अपनी इमेज खराब नहीं करनी है. I want to work ahead. I don't want to do any settle right now. I have dreams to achieve. And that is what makes her character so motivating, because we usually cave in to love. When it comes to love, people do abandon their dreams, but there is Ratna who is headstrong that she will not abandon her dream no matter what. She does not. She pursues her dream, and at the cost of that, she has to leave her relationship. She becomes heartbroken, she leaves Ashwini, but she does not stop fulfilling her dream, no matter how hard it was for her to come from a lower caste, from being a maid to actually work in somebody's store. It was a big deal for her, but she did not take the easy step of being Ashwini's wife. The movie occasionally talks about the brutal and honest truth. There's a scene where Ashwini's friend tell him that, dude, you cannot love your maid. What will the society say? Or Madhu will never sit on the same table as you guys. And then he says it from the perspective of Ratna, that how the society will never accept Ratna. That you guys can be madly in love, but Ratna will always be poked by her past. People will never let her forget that she was a maid before. And now what she is just a gold digger. And that is what Ratna stands against. Shows her character, she shows that she substance in her, and that it is okay to give up on love sometimes, because love is not enough. The movie ends on a nice note where Ratna finally calls her lover by his name and not by Sir. And that's when the love story has begun and the movie ends. You guys should definitely watch this film. Great story, great cinematography, and beautifully acted out. With this, I end this review. Bye bye.